Okay, my crop is off. How about that? Isn't that just fantastic? Hello everybody, and welcome back to Chess of Blades. Do I have anything to say for this intro? Is there anything that you don't know? Again, new computer, so I had to restart the entire game and go through everything, so we got like 2 saves. I don't know what the first one is. But yeah, so I think we left off here. Oh, yeah, we did. I don't have my guide open, but I'll probably open that, like, after or some shit. So I guess let's get into it, then. We approach the door to my room, and Franz nudges my shoulder expectantly. Give me the sex boy.
Fine.
Unbuckles belt. No. Muttering under my breath, I fish out my key to unlock the door. Why can't we go in his room? He's certainly going to get the wrong idea from this. You're easy. Once we're inside, Franz closes the door behind us, flicking the lock before slowly turning back to face me. If I remember correctly, we got accused for killing somebody, I think. Or not accused, but we were like a suspect. And then Franz like, hey, he didn't do it. You need to calm down. So I think that's what happened, and now he's expecting the 6. I actually don't know. He exhales a soft sigh, shaking his head and rubbing a hand at the back of his neck.
I didn't think they'd strike so soon. At least I was in the right place at the right time.
Oh, right. The guys who want me dead. I think he's like...
I'll say, I can't believe you thought to bring a guard with you outside.
At my surprised comment, Franz's eyes narrow with a smug, mischievous expression, and he tilts his head to one side.
Oh, that? That was a bluff, actually.
Great.
I only watched you from the window. I have no alibi.
Thanks, Dad.
But I doubted the glasses would take the time to press further.
As I say, I give him a stunned look. He was so completely confident even while spouting out utter lies to Linus? Fuck. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to pronounce his name again. I think that's right. This is gonna just irritate me to the end of time, I swear. I should just keep like an audio clip just right next to me in case I need to figure it out. Maybe we should just call him Glasses. I like that nickname. I don't think I'll ever be able to trust a word out of his mouth again. Although, that aside, I suppose I owe my gratitude for extracting me so effortlessly. Swallowing my pride for a moment, I let out an awkward cough and briefly avert my eyes.
Well, regardless, you have my thanks.
Thank you.
Even if it was a bluff, it certainly saved me back there.
I just can't get over how posh Rivian sounds. So
But
great.
I think I deserve some kind of explanation for whatever the hell happened tonight. It seems like you're the only one who knows anything about it.
I mean, didn't he already give you one at the first night when he was grabbing your tush? A roguish grin creeps over Franz's face at my words. Without immediately replying, he strolls over to the chair by the fireplace, lowering himself down into it, and languidly? Huh? Stretching out with his legs spread wide.
I wouldn't
I love
say
when
you've
guys
done
sit like that.
anything
They
to
just let it all
deserve an
hang.
explanation,
Just whap.
but I'll give you one. Just because I have a soft spot for you. Come over here.
Sit on Daddy's lap. God damn it, May. Calm down. We're not there yet. Chill. He motions for me to approach the chair, so I fold my arms over my chest and stroll up beside him. Why are we using the word stroll so much? A stroll is a walk you take on a Sunday, a very slow walk, and you're an old lady.
That's completely unfair, you know. How am I supposed to defend myself if
I got you. Oh my, what was that? Sit on Daddy's lap! I guess I was right. I didn't expect them to take it seriously. I mean, Franz doesn't even hint. He's like, I'm gay for you. He just goes for it. Like a serpent lashing out at prey, Franz quickly reaches. Who does this? We're having a serious moment and he's like, alright, come sit on Santa's lap and we're gonna have a good time. Just getting this blanket off my lap. Like a serpent lashing out at prey, Franz quickly reaches out and grabs my waist, pulling me down onto his lap. Oh, yowie. I feel a strong sense of deja vu. I have been... As he tightly one arm around me, keeping me caged in his ridiculously humiliating position. You're not even fighting it.
You need to quit with this habit of yours, or one day I'll pull out a knife and stick your grabby hands with it.
Your grabby hands.
Is that so? I don't think anyone's afraid of a kitten's claws, but I'd love to see you try.
Your life might be in danger, and there might be, like, assassins out for you, but I'm so gonna love you up so hard it's not even gonna be funny. I grit my teeth together and squirm out of principle for a few moments, but it's clear that I'm not going anywhere this time either, so I give up and relax in his possessive grip. Oh, he loves him, isn't it nice? I swear one of these days he's not looking. When he's not looking.
Anyway,
What's up?
you said you wanted some explanation for what's going on.
Yeah,
right?
if I could sit in the chair next to you, actually.
Here's something for you. The man who was killed,
Somebody walks in on
he
this, I swear
was
to
one
God.
of the ambassadors.
Why do I have to sit on your lap to have this conversation? I'm just wondering what his thought process was. You're like, alright, how do I tell this story in the best way possible? Alright, come sit on my lap, boy!
What? One of the ambassadors?
I was not listening, but I am very bothered. Oh my God, do you guys see that? Do you guys see how his eyebrow... Yo, guys, I'm gonna point this out to you right now. Fucking... Do you see that? His eyebrows aren't colored in, but they're in, like the color is in a different expression than the actual eyebrow. I'll fix it. Here we go. Just color it in for you. Oh God, that's funny and sad at the same time. When I repeat his statement in disbelief, Franz leans in to rest a chin on my shoulder, glancing at me from the side with his... It's like, what?
Are you piecing it together yet? Someone's trying to start a war, kitten.
Just so openly
What better way
gay.
to do it than to murder a visiting ambassador?
What made him decide that? Okay. This boy is my boy.
And as to why
This
they
boy's
went to
my
war,
bottom.
Well, the dead ambassador's country lost half its land 5 years ago to
forget
none
about
other
this.
than your own kingdom. Let's not forget who was in charge of the armies at that time either.
How did nobody notice these eyebrows? They're all I see now. He murmurs these words against my cheek, almost as if he's asking me a riddle, pausing to watch my reaction. But why do we have to sit on his lap? That's just gonna be a forever question for me, as why we're talking like this. What makes this any more comfortable than sitting in the chair across from him? Strangely enough, the question I want to answer to most is, how does Franz know so much? For that matter, who even is he? But those questions, as important as they are, surely aren't the key pieces on the board that's been set up. Can I get off
Do
your
you
lap
know
now?
who's behind this? With so many guests here, it'll be hard to pick them out. And they'll strike again before we get a chance to do anything.
Man, he really got over that lap thing real quick, and I'm still just hung up on it.
Oh, they will, kitten.
Why the kid
I know
name?
that you're going to be their next target.
My poor friend lost her internet while we were playing, and now she's apologizing. Poor Bab. I'm a Yao-Ying here. I'll respond to you in a minute. His response doesn't shock me as much as it did before, but I still feel the blood draining from my face at how confidently he purrs out those ominous words. Purrs.
You're telling me that it's some crazy nationalist who wants to kill me because of my father's actions during the war?
Sure, why not? 'Cause, you know, revenge and shit. God, this is such a weird... Like, this is so weird. Like, oh, his eyebrows are where they're supposed to be. Oh, that's good. He suddenly lets out a low laugh at that. His soft You know what? I know that word, but for some reason it's just totally not gonna come out of my mouth. Oh my God. These tickle the side of my neck and make my skin break out into goosebumps. So if I don't say a word, I'll like make the sound of it just something like that. I don't know. Never have I missed my prized personal space so dearly.
Oh, that's entirely possible. But I think the main reason is something a lot simpler. You were out in the gardens right before the murder, weren't you? That means you might have seen the culprit.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I didn't. I only met up with Arden, and Arden's about as likely to murder someone as an eggplant.
Whose eggplant is the real
But
question?
the murderer doesn't know that, do they? For all they know, you're keeping quiet for your own safety, or planning some kind of blackmail. Those would be standard games and court affairs, after all.
Ah, politics. A growing sense of helplessness comes over me as Franz speaks. I want to say he's just making these things to scare me, but I remember now. Back in the gardens, I heard whispering, something that sent chills down my spine. Let them hear, and back inside, that's what they said. And if they were the ones involved with the murder, I'm sure they saw me or heard my voice when Arden surprised me. In that case, they'd probably think I saw them too. Shit, damn it all to hell! What fights?
Well, what do you suggest I do?
Eyebrows!
Go and throw myself over the balcony to save everyone some time?
Sure, why not? I mean, with the way you draw in your eyebrows, boy, it ain't just worth it. Just adjusting my booty in my chair real quick, okay, I'm good.
As romantic a death as that would be, I think I have a better solution.
Jumps off the balcony yelling sweet freedom. He got his personal space back at least. He flicks his thumb in the direction of my bed. Excuse me! You haven't even bought me dinner yet. Loosening his arm around my waist at the same time.
You can go to sleep, and I'll stay here to keep watch.
I swear to God, if you wake up next to me.
Hurry up, before I start feeling the need to extract.
This guy! I can't believe how ballsy he is to say all this stuff. And like, man, if I was...
Hang on a moment.
Oh my God.
You're telling me you're going to keep me safe until we find the assassin? Wouldn't it be a better choice to just arrange a carriage home?
Okay, but did you not hear, like, the second thing he said? Where's your brain, Rivian? I'm just wondering. Franz quirks an eyebrow at me at the corner of his mouth, teasingly curling upward.
What do you think that would achieve? It's the
Not
easiest
dying?
thing in the world to find out where a noble family lives. And I'm sure your home isn't more tightly guarded than the castle. It's better to solve the problem than to run from it.
Nah, I really like running for problems. It really suits me.
So your best bet is to suss out the culprit here, get them behind bars, and live happily ever after. With my help, of course.
Oh boy, you're a card, aren't you, Franz? I hesitate, reluctantly acknowledging the rationality in his words. In my moment of pause, Franz reaches out around my back, grabbing... Oh, the balls on this guy are just made of fucking steel. In a moment of pause, Franz reaches around my back, suddenly grabbing my rear with a firm squeeze. I have never seen a man so openly gay and openly sexually harass this young boy. What?
And before you ask what I get out of it, besides being able to make you blush and squirm,
Jesus
let me
Christ!
just say I consider this repayment of a debt. That's all you need to know for now.
Even I can't handle this, and I'm not even the character. Holy crap. Stop it. Stop. Get out of my room. I'd rather die. Oh, I'm sure Rivian's thinking about just throwing himself off the balcony now. That or tossing Franz right over it. Trying to keep myself from getting too flustered. Smack him! Like, if you were a woman, I wouldn't put up, like, a girl wouldn't put up with that. She's like, you grab my ass to foot! She would be... If it was a girl, they would not put up with that, and you should not put up with that either, you nasty boy. I give Franz the most vitriolic glare? I don't know. Vitriolic? I am great. Don't even worry about it. I can muster and push myself onto my feet, backing away from him.
I swear, if you so much as breathe in my general direction during the night.
That's my boy! Oh my God, he sounded so threatening when he said that.
Don't worry yourself, kitten. I'd much rather you throw yourself into my arms than have to coerce you into them.
Have you not, like, 3 times already? You dirty bitch. He waves a hand dismissively, and I just got demonetized for saying dirty bitch, offering me a suggestive, knowing wink, and I turn away with a sigh. Really gotta watch my mouth, so dirty. Can I really fall asleep with him here? Wouldn't it be a better idea to stay up? Fuck, I gotta open Steam now. I'll see you in a minute! Looks like we're going to sleep, team! There we go. As insufferable as Franz is, I have to admit, I feel at least a little bit safer with another person in the room. Even if that person happens to be a total leecher. Rather than taking my clothes completely off, I decided it's a much more prudent decision to sleep in my underwear, so I keep them on as Rivian sleeps naked. Glad we know that! Wait, didn't we know that? Didn't he, like, answer the door with, like, a pillow over his junk or something? I can't remember. So I keep them on as I slide under the covers, not taking my suspicious my suspicious frosted glaze off of Franz. However, he seems to be lost in thought, prodding with the poker at the fireplace while staring distantly into its crackling flames. If only I could figure out what's going on inside his head and what his ultimate goal in doing all of this is. Thoughts. Curling on the sheets, I drift off into an uneasy doze. Occasionally, noises from within the room make me jerk a little, but eventually my consciousness wanes to deep darkness. Whew. Whew. Oh god, please don't make weird noises. I roll over hazily under the covers. If he's next to me, I swear I'm gonna smack a bitch. Are those birds I hear outside? Ugh. Your own personal alarm clock. Reluctantly, I pull my head out from the sheets like a bear emerging from hibernation. Gentle sunlight streams in through the window, suggesting that morning's finally arrived.
Franz?
Where are you, my dear? After rubbing my eyes, I glance around the room curiously. No one's here. It was just a dream, right? Yeah, he totally didn't grab your ass. It's fine. Then my gaze falls upon a piece of paper lying at the foot of the bed. I reach out to pick it up, squinting at the casually scrawled words. Don't go anywhere, kitten. Okay. Oh, really?
You can go gag on a pile of cocks, you complete bastard.
Wow. 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 Can I hear that line again, please? Just, please, can I hear it again? What a beautiful gag on a pile of cocks. Oh my god. Wow. Good job, Rivian. You're doing great. He's learning from the best, which is me. I crumple up the note and toss it towards the wall. He really thinks I'm just going to wait around for him during the day. Well, he's wrong. It's broad daylight out. I can handle myself well enough. I don't need him to be my babysitter. Grumbling irritably under my breath, I slip out of bed and set about grooming and redressing myself, trying to process the events of the previous day in the meanwhile. So one of the ambassadors was assassinated, huh? Interesting. How on earth are they going to keep that a secret from the guest? What about the other ambassadors? Sorry. Wonder if this is Glass's jobs to deal with. Yep. That's his name now. He did give me that strange look last night. Is it possible he caught on to Franz was doing?
This is all too much of a mess for me.
Do you think he put, like, a curler in that one piece of hair to make it curly? Muttering to myself, I leave my room and head out into the hallway. The sound of chattering voices echoes up from downstairs, making me feel more at ease. I seriously doubt it can be that dangerous during the day. Most assassins wouldn't risk publicly attacking a target, especially not in an isolated castle like this with nowhere to really run. Heading down the corridor, I turn the corner while humming softly, keeping an eye out all the while. Is that a woman lying on the ground? Oh my god. She looks unconscious. What on earth happened to her? Lady? I hurry over, quickly leaning down beside her. She seems to be an older woman dressed in exquisite finery, and why does she look so strangely familiar? Are you okay, lady? She groans, her eyes struggling open. Now she looks even more familiar. Wait, hold on, she can't be.
Eh? Rivian? Is that you?
Grandma? Sounding just as I just can't. It's Grandma. She's back from the dead. Sounding just as in disbelief as I am, she pushes herself up in a sitting position, staring at me in shock. Are you okay, though?
Aunt Valora, I wasn't expecting to see you here. Especially not, on the ground.
Dead on the ground.
Your mother didn't mention a word about you coming to the celebration. I can't believe it.
Okay, but I let out a slightly nervous laugh. That's not really a surprise considering Mother and Valora aren't exactly on the best speaking terms even though they're sisters.
More importantly, why are you on the floor? Did something happen?
Oh god, they just vacuumed the rug and it smelled so great I just had to get right down and sniff it. I help Valora up to her feet and she dusts herself off with a disgruntled huff, turning her sharp gaze down to me.
Truth be told, I'm not completely sure. One moment I was on my feet, the next I was here on the ground. I think someone snuck up on me when I was leaving my room.
But why?
You're saying someone attacked you?
When she nods, there's a little hair on my chin. Irritatedly, in agreement, I feel beads of cold sweat break out on the back of my neck. So much for my theory of I'm completely safe in broad daylight.
I don't appear to be missing anything, so I'm quite baffled as to what their motive was. Regardless, I was on my way to the Inquisitor's chambers to be briefed on something that apparently happened last night. My vacation has been ruined already, it seems.
This is like the best voice actor. Who is this? They're so good.
Oh, that's right. You're the king's main advisor on foreign affairs, aren't you?
Get fucked.
Yes, but if it weren't for the prestige and pay, you'd sooner catch me cleaning chamber pots than in this job. Tensions between us and our neighbors are at all-time highs, and things are only getting worse.
I tense slightly at her words. If she doesn't know about the ambassador's death yet, well, let's just say I don't want to be around when she finds out. Although, why wasn't she immediately informed last night? It seems like something the king's foreign advisor would need to know about as soon as possible. Was it just negligence, or did they want to get further in their investigation first? Deciding to spill the beans a little, I clear my throat with an awkward smile. Don't do that, it's not your job!
Regarding last night's incident, it was a murder, actually. Yours truly happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I almost got detained as a suspect.
Valora's eyes widen, her lips parting as she inhales a gasp.
A murder? Oh, well, that's just delightful, isn't it? How did you get caught up in it? Sticking your nose in places it shouldn't be?
I was walking. She squints at me a little suspiciously. I can't help but shrink back a bit. He really could have left that part out. I don't know why he decided to add that little bit in. Is she really thinking I'm involved in this?
No, I was just in the gardens around the same time the murder took place nearby, you see. I didn't hear so much as a scream. It's almost disappointing, really.
Really love me a good murder.
You'd better watch yourself more carefully, you know. Being your father's son won't excuse you from everything.
I didn't do shit, woman! God damn. Now she thinks I used my father's name to wiggle out of being held as suspect, does she? No, I used my bow, okay? Well, she always seemed to like him a lot more than she likes Mother. Maybe a little too much, actually. I think she holds him in higher esteem than she does the king himself.
Speaking of your father, do give him my regards when you get back home, won't you? It's a shame how little we talk after he retired.
Yeah, I'll do it if I fucking survive.
Yes, I'll try to remember to let him know. I'm sure he misses you too.
Actually, Father absolutely despises Delora. I feel like he's called her a slimy old witch more than a few times. Holy shit. Probably better not tell her about that, though.
Of course. Well, I'll be on my way to get the details of this whole murderous affair then, and let the Inquisitor know some attacker of defenseless women is running around on the loose. Do take care, Rivian.
I'm a defenseless woman. I'm Rivian. I wiggle my fingers. What the fuck? I wiggle my fingers as she passes by, watching her elegant figure until it disappears around the corner. Ooh, that was stressful. I swear. Each time I talk to Valora, she looks at me like I'm some sort of unruly child. Maybe I remind her of Mother too much, or maybe she just gives everyone who isn't Father that look. Deciding it's in my best interest to not dilly-dally in the same spot Valora was knocked out, I quickly head to the main hall. I make it to the stairs without any further incident, which is far more of a relief than it really ought to be. On the balcony, a few servants are drifting around with trays of light delicacies and pastries. I take a few here and there to cobble together in casual breakfast. While I eat, my thoughts drift idly back to Franz. I wonder what he left my room to go do. Woof, find clues maybe? Or perhaps he's got another lord or lady he's trying to woo. Surely I can't be the only person he treats like that. I bet he plays around all the time and just drops the object of his affection as soon as he gets bored. Oh! Yes, it's very disconcerting, isn't it? I shake my head moodily as I lean against the balcony. Well, that's not any of my business what he does. I just wish he'd stop pretending like I'm special, or he knows me. Or like he knows me. Damn distracting, isn't it? Get too hot and heavy. As I silently gripe to myself while observing the well-dressed ladies and gentlemen strolling around below, a small tug comes at my sleeve. A little startled, I quickly glance over to my left. The fuck have you been, girl? Alright. I know it's a weird place to end it, but I am going to end it here. because we're ending on the little cute little Hazel who ran off. So great. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.